Hey guys, quick little segment here. I'm Stephanie from Southern Charm Yoga, and we practice a lot of chair yoga classes in person when we can, and there's videos online for this. There's something that we don't work on a whole lot in class that I feel is super beneficial. Usually we just kind of run out of time and I don't get to hit on it. So since we have this opportunity to do a quick little video that really pinpoints, I want us to work on hands, okay? Wrist, hands. These things need attention, okay? So everybody has a cell phone now. So we're constantly holding, gripping. The hand is curled most of the time, okay? Because we're on our phone or you're on your iPad, okay? And then if you have a desk job and you're working with a mouse, then you're constantly resting that kind of an awkward position with your wrist and your hand on the mouse for the laptop. All of that has become just natural for us, okay? But it takes a toll on these hands and these fingers, and you'll find at the end of the day, the wrists can hurt. You get a little bit of carpal tunnel feeling through that, and also fingers, like it takes a toll. If you have to hold a walker or a cane, then you're in the same boat. You're constantly having that curl with your hands, and it takes a toll. So today's quick little lesson, I just want to run through a few things that you can do at home on your own, really easy peasy, just to kind of relieve some of that stress that you might feel through the hands and the wrist. And sometimes we don't even realize that we need it until we've done it. So let's get to it. So we're going to start with our right hand, and I just, so that you can see, we're just going to extend the hand out. Quick little side note though, we're gonna practice flattening the wrist. If you've had carpal tunnel surgery, obviously through here, you're gonna be really careful with that bend. You may not bend back as far as I do, or anybody else. You just have to do what feels good to you. It's okay to stretch it and bend it, but you aren't gonna really pull back super far. Okay, so that's just a little side note. So right hand is extended, and so for right now, I want you to keep the hand just loose. The fingers are relaxed, okay? So now we're just gonna rotate. I want you to rotate the wrist. And so sometimes you might get a little pop in the wrist. Now I want you to reverse that and go in the other direction. Really work through those fingers. So I'm not moving my arm, I'm just rotating the wrist, moving the hand and fingers. And then relax. So let's flip that hand over. Okay, so my elbow is a little bit bent. Okay, my arm is kind of coming in towards my body. But my hand is up, my palm is up, my fingers are relaxed. So I want you to take your hand, take your fingers, and just kind of pull them back a little bit. And this is what I was talking about. If you've had carpal tunnel, you're not going to go super far. When you take your hand back like this, kind of relax through the fingers, you can feel that stretch on your palm, but also it goes down into that forearm. Okay, sometimes you can feel it all the way to your elbow. And now I want you to release that and then bring them forward and just kind of pull that wrist in, pull those fingers in. So now you feel that stretch on the top of your hand and the top of that wrist. It feels nice. Again, it's something you don't even realize that you need in your life. And then relax and just kind of grip the air, okay? Because the hand can feel a little bit tingly, okay? We're working around doing some fun stuff that you don't probably normally do. Now I want you to relax the hand, flip it back over so that your palm is up, fingers are loose, okay? Now we're going to start with the pinky. You're just going to pull it back just a little bit. And so what you have to remember when you're working with your hands and things like that, it's not a yank position, okay? You're not going to pull it back, all right? I want you to just be kind of gentle. Just start with just a little tug, little pull. And then as your finger relaxes, it might bend back more, but you're going to feel that stretch all the way up through the side of that palm. And now let's move to the ring finger. And again, you're just going to pull just to what feels good to you, but you can feel this all the way down in that forearm. Moving to the middle finger. And sometimes your fingers pop. Okay, knuckles pop, that's okay. That's to be expected. And then your pointer finger. And now let's move to the thumb. So you're just going to pull that thumb back. And just let that hand stretch. It feels pretty good over there on that side. And relax. And then kind of grip the air with the hands. So if you have diabetes or if you have rheumatoid arthritis, it's common for you to have issues with the fingers. Sometimes they start to curl. This is a great thing to do for that. Even if you're in early stages of it, I recommend trying to incorporate these stretches in because it's going to help keep your range of motion, your flexibility with those hands and those fingers a little bit longer. So let's do the other hand. So we've got our left hand. We're just going to hold it out here in front. And I want you to begin by rotating that wrist. So just like before, the arm stays still. Okay, you're just rotating the wrist, and mine's popping. You know, it's fine. Kind of working through those fingers. And then reverse it. And then relax the hand. I'm just going to flip it over and kind of bring the arm in a little bit closer to the body. So your palm is up, your fingers are relaxed, okay? So we're just going to gently take the fingers back and just kind of stretch through that palm. So you feel that in the wrist and into the forearm. And now we're going to take the hand back this way, pulling the fingers in and just stretching through the top of the hand. So you feel it all the way through here and through that wrist a little bit, okay? And then relax. And let's just grip the air just lightly with those fingers. His hand might feel a little bit tingly. And then relax the fingers and just flip that hand up so that the palm is facing up. And we're going to get into stretching these fingers. So we're going to start with the pinky. And remember, when you begin, you're just going to kind of pull it down a little bit. Just kind of see where it goes, how it feels. It stretches, you know, through the outer part of your palm. Might not feel it so much in the wrist or the forearm, but that's okay. And then slowly move to that ring finger, pulling it just a little bit. And as you get into the fingers closer to the center of the hand, that's when you start to feel it more in the forearm. So, and then moving to that middle finger. Just a little bit of pressure, just a light push. And then we're going to move to that pointer finger. And finally to that thumb. And then relax the hand. And just kind of grip the air just lightly. And then just to kind of wrap up, I always take my hand and just kind of rub through the wrist. It's just kind of a light roll. I don't really pull hard, but it just kind of helps relax my hands through the day. And then switch, rolling a little bit through that one. And then just overall, just kind of a squeeze through that hand and fingers and just a light tug. And then the other hand. Just a little bit of a squeeze, a little bit of a pull, just all the way to the ends of the fingers. One more time. Rub that wrist. And then squeeze just a little bit, okay? You don't have to do anything aggressive. And then all the way down the fingers. And relax. And then rotate a little bit through the other wrist. A little bit of a squeeze, and a little bit of a pull. And that's it. So very easy to do and very beneficial. Like I said, anybody that has a cell phone, a laptop, a Kindle, a cane, a walker, rheumatoid arthritis, or diabetes benefits from these hand stretches. So that I think that covers everybody. So anyway, good luck to you guys. I'll see you soon.